do we mean by interpretation, and what is our daily life relevance of this? Why you get questions in your exam on DI? What are the different type of questions you get? And what is this, CCCF? This is something which you need to get 99 percentile, right? This is very important thing for this. I will be explaining it at the end. Now, what is data? So data is any, set of information, facts, figures. We all know the definition of data. What exactly mean by that? See, whenever we have any process, business process, any transaction happening, we have lots of data being generated. For example, you go, to do shopping in Big Bazaar or any mall. So the bill that you have is also a data that is being generated, and that has some columns and rows, right? So that columns and rows and the figures in that comprises of, organized form of the data. But this is not processed form of data, right? Which you can interpret, based on which you can take decision, right? कहानी क्या समझ में आती है? रॉ फॉर्म, ओके. सो सी, डेली लाइफ रेलिवेंस की अगर हम बात करेंगे, सो यू सी, इफ यू वांट टू बाय अ मोबाइल, राइट, अब मोबाइल लेना चाहते हैं, सो व्हाट यू विल डू लॉट्स ऑफ डाटा एनालिसिस, लाइक किसका मेगापिक्सल क्या है, राइट, उसका फीचर क्या है, memory size क्या है, it's like you're comparing this thing. Then you will be probably comparing prices also. At the same time, you want to buy a car, so you would like to compare two versions of car. Okay, ये वाला डीजल पेट्रोल में ये वर्जन पड़ेगा, राइट, ये इसका प्राइस है और ये इसका एवरेज है. सेम भी पेट्रोल वर्जन में ये प्राइस है और ये उसका एवरेज है. So like you will like to do some comparison and do this thing. We call it as data analysis or data interpretation. Interpretation specifically, we take out something which is given within data, right, not something from outside. So it is essentially, yes, Gargi, as you said, plan of action for next 5 months. Just remind me at around 9:15, we will do that also, right? So, and then why in exams? No, this is very important question कि यार ये कैट वाले DI के क्वेश्चन डालती क्यों है भाई? तो अब बात समझिए, if you are a manager at any corporate or at any organization, whether it is A, B, C, D, right? So you have to take some decision. So if you are good at data interpretation, you will be able to, take decisions more easily, and your work will be more efficient. For example, you want to, do some development activity in your area. You are district administrator, right? And you want to do some, activity in that area. So you should be knowing the breakup of that. What is the, for example, you want to work in the improvement of result in school. आप काम करना चाहते हैं कि यार जो गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स हैं उसमें आपने 10th का रिजल्ट इंप्रूव करना है. 10th का रिजल्ट है, so first you should be knowing what is the 10th result this year. Let it is 48%, right? And then, if there are 200 schools in that district, let us say, so all 200 schools will not be having 48%. There must be some who are more than 70, let us say 75 pass percentage. There must be something which are with 10% pass percentage. So if you do this data analysis, you know where to focus. Are you getting it? And then you devise some strategy, where to reach. And then again you do whether the, breakup is among boys or it's among girls, or the schools are located in rural area, whether they are located in semi-rural area or they are from the urban area, right? And then you may want to correlate with the number of faculty member and number of vacancies, right? All this work that you do on day-to-day basis is nothing but, what a manager will be doing in a corporate also. For example, we want to launch a mobile, right? So you would like to study the market, who is having how much market share, किसका भाई market share कितना है, right? और उसमें price कितना है, profit point कितना है. So all this study you do on day to day basis, right, in your actual. So that's why they just want to test whether, you are good at that or not. देखो एक चीज मैं आपको बताता हूँ, ये समझ लो, बहुत काम की चीज है. See, whatever exams we appear in our, graduation level or before that, वो सब past के exam है. They are all past examinations, right? But CAT is all about future, right? So for example, you want to get into IIT, right, and you want to get into computer science, IIT Delhi. That's the big thing everyone is, looking for. Now IIT Delhi, computer science is checked on physics, chemistry and math. So somebody who is good on PCM, he will only get it here, and he will be, going and doing programming and networking and blah blah with Wipro, TCS, Google and all these companies. So there is very less correlation, right? Somebody who doesn't know the formulas of chemistry, may be very good at logic, maybe very good at programming, or vice versa. So this is something, it's test, how good you were in your class 12th, right? It doesn't test how good you going to be at your, engineering level. Are you getting it? So IIT JEE is not going to test you whether you can be a good mechanical engineer, good civil engineer, good all this, right? Or good. But at the same time, when we talk about CAT, it's very well going to test whether you are going to be a manager or not, right? To a great extent, it is checking your qualities of a manager. What manager requires to do. That's what CAT test. CAT is not testing your intelligence. See, if you have 300 marks, as Vijay asked how to get 99, and if you get somewhere around 150 out of 300, so you will be getting 99 percentile, right? So guys, getting 150 means you can afford to lose 150 marks, right? 300 में से 150 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन पेपर नहीं भी आता है, still you can get 99, right? So this exams is of future. So DI, we are going to do a lot of DI when you are going to do case studies at IIMs, right? A lot of DI when you are going to work in any corporate. Is it clear why we are doing DI? DI is not something to test how you are. It is to test whether you can be a good analytic, you good at analysis of facts or figures or not. Whether you can understand basic context or not. Is it clear to everyone? Clear है ना भाई? फंडा clear है सबको ये? Okay. So then coming to yes, Saurabh, this also I will take it at the end. How to pick up and solve, which set to pick up and which to solve. So I have three questions for the closing of this today's session. Saurabh has one question, Gargi has one question, and Vijay has one question. Okay, guys. So now coming to this CCCF, what exactly this means? CCCF. So we will discuss in a short while what is CCCF. Okay, moving to the next slide. Okay, what is inside? What type of calculations you are getting? Broadly, I can divide my calculation into two types. Calculations based on averages, calculation based on percentages. By and large यार कोई भी क्वेश्चन आएगा कैट का, या तो आपको एवरेज निकालना है या आपको उसका परसेंटेज निकालना है. How many questions will be there from DI? It's 4 set, sometimes it is 3 set. So 3 to 4 set as will be there, Prashant. So when we talk about average or comparing the value, this is, these three main questions we get. What? Like what is the highest value, lowest value, average of the given values, how many are more than average, how many are less than average. These calculations are based on, our percentage of items, then share, change over the years, growth rate, simple growth rate, compound growth rate, annual average growth rate. So these are the questions based on percentages, right? And this is the questions based on average. We will touch both type of questions today, right? Now the data can be represented in number of forms. These are the common forms how we represent data, right guys? The most common form is table form. Table form में क्या करते हैं भाई? Columns है, rows है, right? And then you have the data here. It's like A, B, C is the company, right? This is year 1998, year 1999. So these are the rows and columns where we do the data. So this is most vivid form of data. In this form, your data is completely present with you, right? But this data is in the form of values, right? You need to look into the values and then you realize it. Okay, what you can interpret. For example, this is 20, this is 30, this is 60. So you have to see, okay, this is 20, this is 60. So this value is more. But here we see 40, here we see 45, here we see 75. So we say, okay, here is also growth, यहाँ भी ग्रोथ है, यहाँ भी ग्रोथ है, बट यहाँ पे ये डबल हो गया है. सो वी कैन से 99 में ए का ग्रोथ रेट ज्यादा है. सो इन टेबल योर वैल्यूज विल बी गिवन टू यू, है ना बेटा? पाई में क्या होता है? पाई इज बेसिकली फॉर शेयर. फॉर एग्जांपल मारुति का हम देखते हैं कि मारुति कंपनी या और ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री में, कार इंडस्ट्री में क्या क्या ब्रेकअप है, राइट? सो यू हैव दिस मारुति हैज 50% शेयर, राइट? And then you have this company maybe Toyota is there, then Hyundai is there, right? And then your Tata is there, yeah? Then others are there, right? So this is, this pi is usually for your, share. If we want to know the share, usually we do it, right? And bar chart is, this is, as you see, cricket में देखते हैं ना, लंबी लंबी इमारतें बोलते हैं, हाँ? This is for comparison. The use of bar chart is for comparative purposes, right? And then line we usually, this year this was the value, next year this is the value, this. So this line is basically for growth. And the favorite one, the mix, where you have line plus this plus this, and there are few other types of charts are there, which we will discuss later, right? Is it clear to everyone? Pi can be used for comparison, but if we have to compare two, right, two graphs simultaneously, A and B, right, so we need to draw two pie chart is primarily for sharing, right, Rahul, but we can definitely use pi for comparison, right? Sabiha, Harish, Samita, this is clear, okay, great. And then we are moving to next, let us do this question. So in this, what we can see is we are given the sale of motorcycles, right? We are given the sale of motorcycles. It's in year 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 6, 7. So this is years given to us, and this is sale given to us. Please check it out. We are not given whether it is crores, thousand, million, billion, or it is hundreds of the same. Neither we are given that value, it is a value sale or it is a number sale. So whatever given, we will assume it like this only. But most of the time you are given that whether this is, in crores or this is numbers, right? So, but we are given this is sales from 2002 to 2007. Let us see some questions. Now first question will be, can you tell me the average sale over the years? Somebody would like to tell me the average sale over years? Average sale for 5 years. No, 6 years, sorry. Average sale for 6 years. Please try to find it out. 6 साल का एवरेज सेल निकालेंगे. Quickly find it out. जल्दी से 6 साल का एवरेज निकालेंगे. Please do not use calculator, right? Samhita, everyone should answer, Let us see how quickly you can answer this. Samhita said 217, Prashant 261. We'll check the answer in a short while. Around 210 says Sabiha. Vijay says 217. Dipang 217. Vijay M says 200. Around 217, 219, 217.5. Okay, everyone. What is Q? Where is Q? What is the question? Question is find the average of 6 years. Average sales for 6 years. So everyone by and large getting 217. So average is simply nothing but sum of all the numbers divided by numbers, right? Yes, Saurav, it is approximately 215. Now guys, how to do this question? One is you can calculate average the way you are doing it. Sum of all the numbers like 120 plus 170, 270 plus 180. This will be your 450, right? Plus your 240, 690 plus 300, 990, right? Plus 315. It will be your 1305. So divide by 6. It will give you around 217 point something, right? So this is one way to calculate the average, right? 1205. So I think it is 1305. It will be 1305, Vijay, right? So now this is the 1305. The answer we are getting is 12217. Now another method to find the average is you take the highest value 315. You take the lowest value 120. Divide by 2. So it is 435 divided by 2 is equal to 217.5. By chance this is coming exactly this, but this will be near to this, approximately equal to this. Are you getting it? So if we take the highest value and we take the lowest value, we will be getting the central value. Yes, because average is a central tendency. Average is a central tendency. Like for example, we take some of these two, we will get 420, right? Then 210 is my average. So my average will be around this, right? Now we'll be doing questions on this in detail and on average as well as on this. This is just introduction to your DI. Okay. Okay. Now we can use one more method to find the average. For example, we assume 200 to be average. We assume 200 is average, right? So we assume the average is 200. So this is minus 80, isn't it? This is minus 50. This is minus 20. This is plus 40. This is plus 100. And this is plus 115, right? Right now this method may seem long, but in future we will be able to use this method, right, beautifully. So 50, 80 and 20, 100, though this 100 goes out, right? So here is minus 50, here is your so here it is minus 10 and this is 100, so 105 is your extra. So this is 200 plus 105 by 6, so it is approximately 217.5. Are you getting it? This is another way to get the answer. Yes, Vivek, what is the query? Okay, let us move to the next question. Hmm. Guys, find the growth rate for each year. I hope you know what is growth rate. Growth rate means how much value is increased from this year to this year in percentage, right? So first one I will calculate it for you. Value increase 30. My base is 120 into 100. So my percentage increase here is 25%, which I know, which I call it as growth rate for 2003. Find the growth rate for each of the years. Please find the growth rate for each of the years. Yes, most of you have. So most of you got it right. Let us see it. देखते हैं बेटा लोग इसको. तो ये वाला 25 है, right? So this one is your how much is this? you know, this is your 20%, right? This one is your, this one is 60, 33%, and this one is your how much? Again 25%, right? And this one is just 5%. Now let us see the next question. This question say which 2 years have almost same growth rate. So even if you are not calculating this first part, right? If you want to calculate the question number 2, तो पहले वाला आपको करना पड़ेगा. You have to calculate the first part, right? Then so which 2 years have the same growth rate? You can see that which 2 years have the same growth rate. So which 2 years have growth rate? So this is 2000, 2006 and 2003, because we will not be able to calculate growth rate for 2002 क्योंकि इसके लिए base चाहिए हमें 2001 का. So 2001 is not given to us, right? So we will not be able to calculate the value for 2002. So this 25% is for 2003. So the answer will be 2003 and 2006 have the almost same growth rate. Next is what is the highest or lowest growth rate? Highest growth rate is your 33% and the lowest is 5%. What is approximately simple growth rate from 2002 to 2006? Please try out this question. Any doubt? Okay. Yes, 2002, 2003, 2005, 2006. Both way it is right. Right? So yeah, wonderful. Everyone is, answering right. Now, next question, beta. What is the simple growth rate from 2002 to 2006? 2002 से 2006 का simple growth rate क्या है? What is meant by simple growth? Simple growth rate means the value in the first year and then the value in the last year divided by the number of years. कई बार यहाँ पे एनुअल मेंशन किया होता है, कई बार नहीं भी किया होता, बट बाय एंड लार्ज वी मीन दिस थिंग ओनली, राइट? बट अगर नहीं किया हुआ है, राइट, तो वी विल टेक फर्स्ट एंड लास्ट. इट विल बी लाइक योर 2006 it is 300 and then minus 120 divide by 120 into 100, so this will come around 150%, right? But if we see this 150% is for the all the years, but अगर यहाँ पे simple annual growth rate दिया रह जाएगा, we will divide it by 4, like this is 1 2 3 4, we have 4 periods, so we will divide this value by 4 to get 37.5 as simple annual growth rate, also known as SAGR, right? This essentially means this, but many times simple growth rate means the growth from this value to this value total. He is not asking about annual per year, he is asking about the total growth rate. Any doubt, any question? Some Samhita says 10. What is this 10? Gargi says 45. Gargi and Samhita, what is this 45 and 10? Okay, Samhita. Okay. Now there is something very important thing that you need to learn and understand, that is your what we call it as your compound growth rate, right? Okay, somebody is asking some question. क्या बोल रहे भाई? Okay. See, Prashant, when it is simple growth rate, the word annual is not used. The author may trick you with this. Simple growth rate means from this year to this. See, in compounded, we need to take year wise only. Here also it means that only, because that growth rate doesn't carry any meaning. So this and this is to be there. So for that, by that logic, 37.5 should be the answer. Right? Now, if we want to know what is your compound annual growth rate, right? Compound annual growth rate, CAGR, compound annual growth rate, CAGR. So it means, what does it mean if we talk about, it is 120, 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power 4 is equal to 300. This is what we need to solve for R. समझ आया? So this R will be your compound growth rate. अब इसको कैसे करेंगे बेटा? 1 plus R by 100 raised to power 4 is your 300 upon 120. Right? So let me cut it with 0, 0 goes around. It goes with 3. So this is 10 by 4. So it will be, you know, under root of 10 by 4. This is under root of 2.5. Right? This is under root of 2.5. So which, if I know it, well and good. Otherwise I need to approximate this thing. See, under root of 2.5 will be approximately, you know, 123, approximately 123, or maybe 122, 123, right? So this is, no, this will be power 1 by 4, not under root. Sorry, this will be power 1 by 4. So this becomes quite complicated to calculate it this way, right? And then 1 by 4, 1/2 of under root of this. First I took the under root of this and then under root of this. So this will come around, you know, this is how you do it. No, this will be under root of 1.5, not 1.5, 1.4 something. 1.45 will be, see guys, I will be just doing it on a new slide. Just a minute. Now, see, we have to find the compound annual growth rate. Please see it from here. So it is 120, 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power 4 should be equal to 300. So from here we have to find the value of R. हाँ भाई, क्या doubt है? प्रशांत से 315 इंक्लूड होना चाहिए. प्रशांत, थोड़ा क्वेश्चन पढ़ेंगे तो देखने में समझ में आएगा कि भाई हमें 2002 से 2006 तक का पूछा गया था, राइट? इट वाज 2002 to 2006, so 2007 was not included, right? So in this question we say 1 plus R by 100 square, or okay, power 4 is equal to 300 upon 120. It will be around 2.5, right? So now what I need to calculate is 1 by 100, so 2.5 raised to power 1 by 4. So this is very difficult to calculate, right? But still I will try to calculate it. Okay, let us say 2.5's under root is 1.5, 1.6 is your, so 1.56, let me take it as approximation, right? So and then 1 by 2, and then it will be 1.25, let us say. So 25% is the growth rate. But this method, first thing, is applicable only when you know power 2, where you can do cube root, power 3, where you square root, power 3, where you can do it for, you know, what we call it as cube root, and power 4, where you can do under root of under root, right? Square root of square root. But in case of power 5 or more, it will become really difficult for us to calculate, you know, 1 by this power. So what we do is, let me show you what we can do. What we can do is, we can calculate something called AAGR, that is annual average growth rate, which is very much equal to CAGR, which is compound annual growth rate. So AAGR bacha log is, here it is 30%, it was 25%, it is my 20%, it is again 33.3%, and this is your 25%. So I will take average of all the growth rates, 25 plus 20 plus 33.4 or the 33.3, whatever you want to write, plus 25, divide by 4. So your answer is approximately 25.9 is your answer. Are you getting it? This is your CAGR. This is approximate CGR. Actually, this value is AAGR, annual average growth rate, which is very close to CAGR. So if we are asked CAGR and we don't have much time, So we can take annual averages, right? So yes, we can approximate it to be 25%, right? Okay, any doubt? Anyone having any doubt? They can ask. You can very well ask, guys. No issues as such. No. So we are moving to the next part of this question, right? Okay, okay, okay. All this question we have done. Okay, here is a new question. पहले वाला जो slide था, this slide was only one, row we have. Here we are having 5 rows. So let us say this is the, companies, 5 companies, and this is the sale of 5 companies, right? So would you like to write first question? So first question would be like this, you know, find the find the average of average of all companies over 6 years, right? Over 6 years, right? You have to find the average. Or there may be a second question, let us do this, because this question we have already done to find the average. The question is, which company, okay, let us do this another question. This, because average find karna we have already done. So which of the following companies has highest average sale, has highest average sale, and then you also find lowest average sale, lowest average sale. Please do that. Highest average sale and lowest average sale. Okay, okay. Highest is B, lowest is D. Highest is company B, highest B is company. Only 5 have answered. 5 of you have answered only. Why others are not answering? क्या हो गया भाई? Is it too easy or it is too difficult? Yeah, Vijay, highest B, lowest E. Okay, let us try it out. See, when we have to find the average and we are not very much bothered about the exact value, we just want to find the highest or lowest. So then the best approach is, what we need to do is we need to take the highest value like 1000, and here is a lowest value. What is lowest value? 840. So my average will be this plus this divided by 2. So this is 1860, around 930 would be my average. This will be around approximate average. It may be 940, it may be 950. So if we take it here, it is how much it is? 1200, and the lowest here is approximately 800. So this is 2000. So my average will be 1000. Are you getting, guys? So definitely this is an undisputed leader, right? And we can also see that here we have 1000 plus, 1000 plus, 1000 plus, almost 1000, almost 1000. There is nobody else who is doing so great, right? Only close competitor we are getting is A, which has only 1000, and others are 900, 900, 900, and three times. And then we have this also has 900, but here the value is 1000 and here value is 620. So this will not be, it's very clear that B will be highest. Now about what is going to be lowest. So if we see which is going to be lowest is which has the lowest value. So if I see this is 460 and 900, so the average, or okay, 980. So let me take it as 500, let me take it as 1000. So my average comes around 750, right? Here average comes around, if I take 700 as the lowest, 900 as highest, so 800 as the average. So E will be lowest, right? To calculate which one is lowest and which one is highest, we necessarily need not calculate the actual average. This was the purpose of this particular set. See, you are saying lowest D. Why lowest is D? Right? So let us see, if we have to go further now. Even if you get a confusion between, let us say, confusion between D and E, you're not clear whether answer is D or E. So what you do is we do this way, right? 740 is cut with 740, right? Everyone clear with this 900 goes with this 900. Yes, no? Okay. And then we have 7, this is your 800 and this 800 goes out. Right. Now, now let us see what are the values we are left with. See, we have, 850 and this is 980. So if I cut it, I will be getting 130 here. Right. So here I am left with 700 and 800 approximately. Right. 700 and 800. What I'm left over here is 500, 520, 400, 1000. So this definitely this is higher. So E will be the lowest, right? There is no this thing. And those who have answered D, they need to check their calculations again. Gargi, you need to check for D. Lowest is E actually, right? Everyone clear with this? Now, अब इसमें author आपके साथ क्या मजे ले सकता है, right? He may ask you the highest growth rate in any year, any given year for any company. He will ask you the highest growth rate. So essentially what you have to do is you have to calculate. So he'll say, he will ask you, okay, just try this question. Which year has highest growth rate for which company among the given options, right? Among the given, years. For any particular year, for any company, what is the highest growth rate? Which year and which company has the highest growth rate? So let us see, that is the question. Just try it out. क्या गया? छोटे लगे? आवाज लगी? नहीं, आज नहीं लगी, पहले लगी। बंद कर दी। कोई बात नहीं, टेप लगा दो। ले बैंडेड ले, बैंडेज। B has highest growth rate in 2003. See, I am asking across the years and across the companies. 2003E, yes. Why? Because we see we need not calculate growth rate for each year. See, we see the lowest value, it is 460, and this is going to be double next year, almost double. So it means anybody which is closer to this only will have this much growth rate. So this value is also very close. So we can compare these two. Rest nowhere I will find the growth rate is as high as this. So if I want to calculate further, I want to compare these two, I will write 90 upon, see, growth rate is 44 upon 46. Here my growth rate is 46 upon 52. So if I compare, I will will be easily able to see that this value is lower, this value is higher. But still, if you want to go further, you cut it by 2, it will be 23 by 26, and it will be 22 by 23. Now I am losing 1 on 23, I am losing 3 on 26. So definitely this is more. So this growth rate is much higher than this. Okay, let us move to the next question. Is it clear? Anybody having any doubt on this? Yes, 2003E, right? Then we may be asked about average growth rate, or how many values are more than average, how many values are less than average. You need to really play with the numbers, right? That we will be able to do it. Okay, for example, we say, okay, if you are, okay, Vivek, I will explain again this thing. See, here I need not compare the real growth rate. I will just see the initial value. I will just see the final value. So this value is becoming almost double of this. Again, this value is all becoming almost double of this. So either this is the highest growth rate or this is the highest growth rate. No other growth rate is close to this. So here we are gaining 460 upon 520, and in this I am gaining 460 no, 440 upon 460. So out of this I will see which one is more. So if I am good at calculation, I will make it out, this one is more, this one is much better, and as compared to this one, because this is approximately 90%, and this is around 95-96%. So obviously this is good, right? Let's move to the next question. I hope, are you clear? Now you will be seeing three questions with your three questions with your DI set. Yes, try doing this question. Everyone, please take 5 minutes and post your answer. I want each one of you to post answer for three questions together. First, second, and third. All three post your answers. Each one of you need to answer all three questions. Take your time. Please answer all the questions. Even if you are answering wrong, please answer it. Right? हर एक बच्चा ट्राई करो और आंसर करने की कोशिश करो, है ना? Okay, let us discuss this set. As I can see most of you are answering English 2003, right? So let us see how to approach this type of question, right? Now, yes, what we can see is um we are asked about the total number of average number of question asked from which subject is maximum. So obviously we need not calculate the sum of all, right? For example, here we see these are few values which we need to focus upon before we start our question. Here is 50, here is 50, this is one more 50, one more 50, one more 50, and it is 28, 50. So here there is no 50, right? And if I see all the numbers here is in range of 40, 40, 40, 40, right? Here we have two number, one number 40, 40, these two are in 30. So here there are three numbers in 30. So here their number is in 30 as well, their sum is 40. So without calculating, I can tell you, this value is going to be the highest. Why it is going to be highest? Because this is like Virat Kohli hitting 50, 50 and at least 40 every time. So these people are not even scoring even a single 50, right? But if still you have some confusion, what you can do is you can sum up all the values and then get the answer, or you can take the highest plus lowest. Highest is 50, lowest is this, so this is 81 upon 2. So here my what is my highest? Highest is my 49, lowest is 30. So it is 77 by 2. So there are fair chances this will be this. But still if you are doubtful, you can this. Because this is clearly out. This is clearly out. So this is again clearly out. And this is 28, so this is out. So this is a person who will not be losing much, because this will be not losing anything here, not losing anything here. So even if he lose 5 here, so this will be losing in total 20 from the 600, from 300. ये 300 में से सिर्फ 20 ही जाएगा इसमें, अगर मैक्सिमम जाएगा भी. So here you see this lose 20 here only, this lose 15 here, 20 here. So they are not in the competition. Only competition is between English and marketing. So how we compare further this is, I'll just show you how we can compare 50 and this. See how we can compare this is. See here it is 48. It is 48. What you can do is, okay, 48 can be cut with 47 with plus 1, and then we have 41 plus 1, 46. 46 goes out. So 49, 50, here we have plus 1, and then we have 43 plus 1, this goes 44. So we have 50 and 41, we have 39 and 34. So clearly this is the winner. Now the next question is very interesting. Here we have a lots of learning for this question. See, actually, if I have to do this question, I don't know how you have come to conclusion of reasoning. 2003 as the answer. Can somebody explain me how you get 2003? बता सकते हैं भाई 2003 कैसे आया? 2003 is the right answer, but how you get 2003? Anyone who has answered 2003 can answer it. Samhita says because it is highest in 2003. No, that cannot be. That cannot be. The reason is high by a considerably large margin. Yes, this we can say it. Higher than any other. No, Satyam, it is not only higher than any other. See, 50 out of total of 2003. But for other years, we can also have reasoning more than that. Even with 45. See, this is what I want you to understand. In this type of question, usually we take, uh, yes, Vivek, you are very much right. See, highest, what exactly we need to do for this question is, we have to what we have to do is, basically we have to tell 50 divided by sum of all this 2003. So this is 50 sum of 2003 comparison to 45 sum of 2004, right? And then 42 sum of to 2005, and then 36 sum of 2006. This way we have to see which percentage is highest. So if we go by the actual method, right? So yeah, that is fine, but at the same time, it's not necessary that you will get this answer. Like for example, if I make this value to 38, if this value is 38, everything else remains same, right? This value becomes 38 and this value becomes 37. So you will see this value will come as the highest. Are you getting it? Even if this is 50, this value will become highest, right? So what to do in this case? One approach with us is to calculate all the values. Another approach which is quite helpful is pizza approach. I will tell you what it is. Right, guys? Are you ready to understand this particular approach? Now you see, if my value for anything, let us say there are 5 friends who went out for pizza, right? Let us say there are 6. So this is A, this is B, C, D, E, F. So by quick observation, can somebody tell me what is the, which of these 5 has the highest share? Obviously it is F. And which one is having the lowest share? Obviously it is B, right? F is having the highest share and B is having the lowest share. Now, let us assume all of them are having equal value, then each one should be getting 16.66%, isn't it? B should be getting 16.66%. I cannot predict much because F is highest, it will definitely be more than that. B is lowest, it will definitely be lesser than that. And anything which is around third or fourth rank will be around average. Will be around average. Are you getting it? So if I want to know this D is in between or C is between, so they will be around 16.66% exactly. If this is going to be 20, this is going to be 10%. This way the highest will be more than average and the lowest will be less than average. So if we see here, my reasoning is the topper, so definitely it is going to be plus 20%. Are you getting it? 5 लोग हैं, right? रीजनिंग टॉपर है, रीजनिंग में हाईएस्ट क्वेश्चन पूछे गए, तो शेयर ऑफ रीजनिंग इज डेफिनेटली 20 प्लस. हियर दिस इज रैंक 1, this is rank 2, this is rank 3, this is rank 4. So in this case it is rank 4. This is going to be less than 20%. Are you getting? Here it is rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, again rank 4. Here it is rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, rank 4. Here it is rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, rank 4. Are you getting it? Rank 5 here it is. So there is very less probability this will be less than that. Are you getting it? This is more solid approach rather than just taking it. Because last question में जैसे मैंने बताया, had it been 38, had it been 37, our answer would have been this value. Got it, everyone? Okay. Okay, very good. Now moving to the last question of this set. This says the percentage decrease in number of questions. It's very easy. Percentage decrease in number of questions is 36 to 35. So it is 1 by 36, which is approximately 2.7. That is the answer. Okay. I hope everyone got this approach. This is very helpful in finding the share without calculating the share. Okay, Sviya. Let us move to the next question. Try to find the missing numbers in this particular set. There are some numbers which are missing. This will help you to clear the concept of sales share. Try to find the numbers in this graph. Just spend 2 minutes. It will be 1 by 36, not 1 by 35. Last question, Vivek, I'm moving back to the last question. See, it says the percentage decrease. So decrease it from 36 to 35. So base we will take it as 36. The percentage of decrease in the number of questions asked in 2007 from reasoning as compared with the previous year. So decrease is 1 compared to the previous year. We always take the base of previous year. So it will be 1 by 36 into 100, not 1 by 35. It will never be 1 by 35. It will always be 1 by 36. Okay, please try doing this question. Easy, quickly do this question. In this question, I will just help you, before we move to the next question, which is more interesting than this, bit more elaborative. I think you all can get this question very easily, right? Just take 1 minute and then we'll do it. Now, if I need to calculate 18% of that, 18% of that, 18 into 18, I think 144. 18 into 18 is 144. And 108 will be what? 108 divided by 800 into 100. So this will be 108 by 8. So maybe 13.5%. How much is this remaining? If I add it up all, so this comes around 50, 33, 33, 46 point, if I'm not wrong. So this is 13.5 and 46.5, and this will be, no, not 40, yes, 46.5. So 53.5 will be this value. And if I sum it up all, so this is 144, 264, 108 is 372. So 4 28 is the value here. I hope we are right on these values. Yes. Yes. So yes, everyone good? Okay, I hope everyone is able to see this type of question. What we need to do, guys, we need to understand that some part is missing and some relation is given to us, some relation. So this was the relation which we need to get. Now this share was based on sales in rupees million, but many times you are given number of units sold, right? And then price of the unit sold. So then this is your volume wise share, and into price this becomes your value wise share. So many times we are given two things. One is volume, which is quantity sold, into price will becomes my value wise share. So these two shares are different from each other. Let us see the last question for today, right? Just make this table at your place. You need not type the answers, right? Just try to do it on your paper. Don't waste time typing the answers here. Just do it on your
पापा बाद में जिस गार्डन में दे दे मैं बापू
So don't calculate answers here, type answers here. Just do at your place. I will explain this question, then we'll discuss things that we need to discuss. Or you may take the screenshot of it, right? I have three questions I just recalled, which you guys asked to discuss at the end also, right?
ले लो सब
Yes, why market share column is given twice? There are two market shares. Yes, as I have explained in the last question, one market share is based on your value, right? And another one is based on your volume. Are you getting it? And this is so, see, let us say this is 40%, this is 3200. So one thing is this value is missing. I don't know what it will be, but this is missing. So here we say, okay, 3200 is 40%, so 8000 should be 100%, and 400 should be 5%, 2400 should be 30%. As we know, this is price per unit is 24 rupees and the value is 6000 rupees. So the number of unit that we should have sold must be 240, 250, right? Because I will divide 6000 divided by 24 to get this value. If this is my 250, this value comes around 3.125%, right? And then if it is 9.375%, it becomes 720, 730. This becomes 750. Okay, how much is the total? 1000, and then so this comes around 1000, which is nothing but 12.5%. Are you getting it? So this is how we can do it. So this is 1000, 18%, 18 per unit, the value will be 18,000, right? So here value is not given, but this is 30%. So this 9,000, this 750, so this comes around 12 rupees, right? Here it is not given, here it is not given, it is 4,400 rupees, 4 units. So the unit price is 7.5 rupees. So if this percentage would have been given to us, we would have calculated other values also, right? So this percentage is not given, so I cannot calculate much, right? But let this percentage is your, okay, it's your, let's say this is 10%, right? Let us, I'm just taking it as 10%. So this, if this is given as 10%, guys, so this will be 5%. Okay, this will be your 30%, and this is 30%, so this again will become 18,000, right? This value will become your, how much, this will become 15%. So what is my total? 30, 30, 60 plus 90, this is 100%. So this value will come out around as 10%. And this is 10% because 30% is your this is 60,000. So 10,000 will be 6,000, and then 6,000 divided by 3,200 will be unit price here, and 18,000 divided by 2,400 will be unit price here. So let us see the question. Let's see what anybody is asking. Okay, how 750? Because this value is 9.375%. So we can take 8,000 9.375%, right? So these all are the values that we have calculated. Only one value was missing here. If this would not have been given to you, so in that case you would write all other values that cannot be determined. But in this case we assumed it to be 10 because this is a typing error. So rest value we can calculate it by deduction, right? Is it clear to everyone? So this is about the DI basics, DI intro for all of you.